All right. Shema Yasha Yahweh, Allahayinawa, Yahweh, Achad, Shema, Yasha, Yahweh, Allahayinawa, Yahweh, Achad, Shema, Yasha, Yahweh, Allahayinawa, Yahweh, Achad, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai, Bahashem Chakodash. I want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. All right, today I want to go into a topic entitled Inside Your Head and Outside Your Head Demons. All right, inside of your head and outside of your head demons. Because in most situations, a demon is an agent of distraction. All right, part of the opposition's goal in this setup is to distract you from the truth and to get you caught up in the matrix, to get you caught up in your own affairs and, things that are really all determined by your how by Shema Shai. What I mean is the way it was supposed to play out is going to play out anyway. But you have inside of your head distractions, inside of your head demons. You have external demons, external distractions, such as, like it says in Timothy, 2 Timothy's around 2:6. No soldier entangling himself with the affairs of his life. Okay, but not all brothers have the same temptation, but we have common temptations. So I mean, you might have a weakness that's different from another brother's weakness, but we all have a weakness. All right, we all have a thorn in the flesh, and we all have a lot of us. I just say it like this: we all have a demon within us. Your flesh is like a demon in itself. As it says in Romans the 7th chapter, I know that within me, that is in myself, dwelleth no good thing. So yourself, your flesh, is in opposition to Yahweh Bashma Shai. And that's a fact. Your own thoughts, everything. So what happens in this truth, man, a lot of times you'll realize that the last place you really want to be is by yourself, man. Sometimes when you get away from people and, you might, leave the grid or leave people who give you a hard time in the spirit, whatever it may be, you'll find out that your biggest enemy, like Elder Apostle Gabar always says, is yourself. Because your mind is a theater. Your mind is a theater that plays all type of distractions inside of your head, all right? And you'll be occupied in things you can't change. You'll be daydreaming about vanity. You might see yourself driving a Ferrari, or you might be meditating on how somebody did you wrong 20 years ago, all right? You might be reenacting scenarios of you being carnal and beating the shit out of somebody. Just random vanity, man. But for the most part, the things that you meditate on by default that's conjured up by your flesh is negative, man. Females, there's nothing wrong with females, but just, all type of things, man. Your flesh have you meditating on women who, they have no purpose in your life. All right, you have you idolizing some average chick. All right, your mind itself, when it's not focused on the scriptures, it's a demon, man. It can be a demon. All right, but ultimately it's a distraction, man. And sometimes you might not be somebody that's, quote unquote, out there. You might not be outgoing, and you might not be a brother that has a problem when he goes out, or he's not. You might not be a brother that goes out, but that doesn't mean you're in a safe zone, because you battling something, and you might be dealing with something that other brothers cannot see, and that's the war inside of your head. All right, that's the war inside of your mind. You know, and if you're more occupied in your thoughts and the movies that play over in your mind, all right, you're more occupied in that than in the scriptures, then that in itself is a distraction. All right, it's a quiet war, man. All right, you have to remember, all things that we do and all the things that we say, it start off in our head. Think about how many murders that are committed, all right, throughout the world, throughout Earth. It all starts in them seeping in hate. You meditating, you know, you meditating on hate towards someone. That's why it says in the law. It says it's in the law. Hate not thy brother in thy heart. Your heart is what? Your mind. La'ab, your mind. All right? Because that's the beginning of murder. All right? What about adultery? How often is adultery played out in this country? But it all starts where? In your mind. That daydreaming, that fantasy. Okay? See, that's what they call concentration. All right, and focus. And anything that's part of someone's concentration and focus, all right, they're gonna have leverage over you in that department, man. Anything that somebody meditates on all the time, that's gonna be their expertise. You got Jakes that meditate on how to rob from you, how to steal from you, how to watch your schedule and watch your girl's schedule, and Jake just sitting there meditating on how to start a conversation with a woman with the intent to have sex with her, man. All right, you got women that they construct ideas in their mind of how to keep their man in that blind spot, how to stay 2-3 steps ahead of him when it comes to manipulation. All right. So, but it all starts in a mind. Like I said, crazy atrocities and crazy crimes. You know, I say abominations are crazy sins that are committed in the earth. It all starts in your mind. So the first thing you want to do is guard your mind, man. So I've realized, and I speak as an individual, that I'm my better self when I'm always occupied. And sometimes I be like, damn, it took me this long to realize certain things. But if I'm busy, then I'm productive, I'm in motion. But it's when you're not in motion, that's when them demons come, man. That's what them negative thoughts. And it's not just a negative thought that comes and goes. I'm talking about those chronic demons, them long-term tenants that's just forever occupying your mind. And if you think about why they're such an occupant in your mind, for one, is because you're stagnant. Now, if you think about still waters and stagnant waters that's not moving, those are the waters that's attracting mosquitoes and gnats and unclean things, and a lot of times it might have a smell, right? Because it's really filthy. So you have to think about it like that when you're still, right? It's like spiritually you're dead. And if spiritually you're dead, then what's that? All right, what do you attract when you're dead? Unclean spirits. So when you're still and you're just by yourself, next thing you know, Satan comes, man. Or now you meditating on the brother and you got an evil eye towards the brother, and you think that the things that he does is to purposely offend you, and but really it's just you got a warped perception because you got a demon. All right? A lot of times it just comes from you're by yourself too much. So everything has a balance, as it says in the scriptures. There's a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. All right? But just don't think you're off the hook because you're a brother that, doesn't go out a lot or whatever it may be. Inside your head could be your worst, being by yourself, that could be the worst, man. Man, that could be the worst situation for you, man. Some of the healthiest things is outside of the scriptures is being around the brothers doing the works, man. Getting together on a weekday, doing a live stream, kicking it, man. And of course you're gonna break bread, might light them incense, play a little music, Can't just be stoic. Gotta breathe a little bit, Be happy when we're around each other. And you are your better version, because now it's iron sharpening iron. But sometimes your worst space to be in is really by yourself, man. Because you start thinking about shit, man. You start thinking about women or how this woman did this and this friend betrayed you back in '02. You know what I mean? The situation that you wish you played, you reacted differently, but you didn't because it got you off guard. Now you got a carnal reaction to how you would have done it, and it's all just playing in your mind. So sometimes, there's an inside your head demon. Yeah, there's an inside your head. You inside your head too much, man. Especially if you're not handling business in real time, if you're not being productive spiritually or physically, or financially. Or you're just an inside your like Doug on Nickelodeon. There was a TV show called Doug. He would always daydream that he was Quail Man. But in real time, he was average as hell, you know? But in Quail Man, that alter ego was that guy, you know? But that's a natural thing, I'm just, giving examples. There's nothing wrong with being, a normal guy. But you catch my drift. Sometimes you could just be inside your head too much. That's like a cancer, you know? And it's an inside your head demon, man. It's an inside your head demon, man. Because nothing positive could come out of that. A man is all about action. And that's what brings out the best in you, man. When you constantly challenging yourself and you overcome it, that builds you up, man. Because you can be inside your head so much. But then when it actually comes down to real things, it's intimidating, man. All right? So the way to get out your head is to do. Have a airtight schedule, man. So you're always occupied in something. And when you have downtime, have quality downtime where you actually might sit down and you may or may not drink and you listen to your music or watch your TV show or, your movie or whatever it may be on Netflix. Like that instant, have that quality downtime when you with your real, or you can just be inside your head, plan out scenarios and focusing on things that you can't bring back, that you can't change, or living with regret or whatever it may be. But being inside your head can damn so be a demon, man. All right, when you just live inside your head, it's all about man. But with that, I hope you brothers and sisters were edified. Till next time, shalom.